Welcome into the Fantasy Football Game Show brought to you by Front Yard Fantasy. I am your much improved host today, JL, joined as always by my beautiful co-host, Joshua W.
I was the host yesterday. Was that,
yeah,
what are you saying?
New and improved, baby. New and improved.
I see.
Yes.
I see how it is. All right. Well, okay,
How you doing
fine.
today, Josh?
I'm doing great. Having a good day so far.
I'm also joined by a member of the Front Yard Fantasy team and winner of last week's Fantasy Fortune game, Maria. FYF,
Hello.
Maria, how you doing, Maria?
I'm good. I'm nervous though because how do I top winning last week?
Doubling
that was my
everybody's
key.
points. And
I almost forgot you won. You killed it last week, Maria. You didn't just win. Yeah, you dominated.
You humiliated us. That's what happened.
It was a fluke in the system, so we'll see how today goes.
Yeah, we'll
We're
see.
also joined by. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead. I was going to
I
say
was
some
just
nice
saying-
things. Now I'm thinking.
Go
about
ahead.
some sweet things.
I also won my last show on Fantasy Fortune, and I believe JL and Josh both lost their last.
I cannot recall.
Impossible.
There's
It was
no
probably
proof of that.
Simon. You probably get me
probably-
and Simon confused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember that
fine.
time you guys all got 0?
No, I don't remember that. We're moving on. We are also joined by Front Yard Fantasy veteran crasher. Everybody knows him. Scott Fish. How you doing today, Scott?
Never on the show sheet, but I'm on all the time.
Never
It's
on the
fun.
show sheet, always on the show. That's on your gravestone for now. And today we are joined by a very special guest, esteemed actor, most well known for popular series Psych, as well as A Million Little Things and Tennessee Titans superfan, James Roday Rodriguez. James, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me. It took me a while to find a room with red walls so
You
that,
did it.
so that
You
I could
succeeded.
create a glow that makes my face look red as well, but I did it pretty good.
You did it. All that.
Your
all
face
that,
looks great.
Yeah, lighting experience in Hollywood has paid off.
Right. It's really paying
Yeah.
off.
It
Your
wasn't
face
red
now-
as of 2 days ago. He had that painted for the show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The only person's face that's redder is maybe Scott's. That's just because he got a little red in his beard, you know. So you know.
That's
That
true. We're-
No,
He's
I
definitely
see.
winning in red face, though. You know.
Yeah, definitely. We got Craig in here saying, I am psyched that you guys get to discuss A Million Little Things with
Craig.
James today. Wow, all of the puns. Craig is our resident pun expert.
All the puns.
Yes, James is
yeah, he-
rolling his eyes.
He's the man.
Joey with today is the day we've all been waiting for.
Oh,
There it
God.
is.
Following it up,
Oh, it doesn't
undefeated.
stop.
Oh God.
Does not stop. Corey in
stopped.
here. What up, Corey? It just stopped. And Shane saying, so excited for you guys. Looking forward to this one. Welcome in, Shane.
What's up, Shane?
We got a bunch
How
of
you doing
people
today?
here
Let's
in
go.
the chat.
Yes.
We're gonna get to all y'all.
Like
But-
we've said, the chat's undefeated.
The chat is undefeated. Welcome in, everyone. Today we're going to play some Fantasy Fortune. It is our fun trivia game where we solve puzzles just like Wheel of Fortune. And before I pass it off to Josh to explain the rules, before we get into the game, do me a quick favor. Easiest way to support the show, hit that like button, subscribe to Front Yard Fantasy. We're here every single weekday, 3 p.m. Eastern time, playing games, talking fantasy football all year long. All year long. Oh, all year wrong.
All year wrong.
See, new and improved hosts, even with all of the mess ups.
See, he was lying. He's
I was
not
lying the whole
convert-
time.
Simon is shaking.
No,
his
I
head.
usually make a mistake like that in the intro. So you went long enough without making that mistake.
Yeah,
I'm impressed, Joe.
Annie in here. What up, Annie?
Hi, Annie.
What's up, Annie?
Jeff in here saying, "What's up, y'all? Very hyped for today's episode." Me too. Josh, why don't you go ahead and explain the rules for us?
Yeah, we're playing Fantasy Fortune today. Let me get up this board. I determined, I didn't even ask you guys, I determined that Maria and JL are going to go first. We are playing Team Fantasy Fortune today, and James and Scott, they will go second. So I know most of you guys, you've seen the popular television game show Wheel of Fortune. Today we are playing Fantasy Fortune. It's much like Wheel of Fortune, but with a little twist. There will be no wheel. We got rid of that wheel. Instead of spinning the wheel, the contestants will be asked football-related questions. They will be simple. They'll be 50-50, maybe true or false, this player, this player. You will be expected to answer the question quickly. And since we're playing teams today, we're going to alternate. So let's say Maria and JL are first. JL I might ask JL the first question. If he gets it right, Maria gets to guess the letter. And then Maria will go for the question.
Oh,
and then
boy.
JL will get to guess the letter.
We're really
So-
switching it up.
Yeah, so you can
That's-
work
yeah.
together. You can work together. Other than the question, the person that has to answer the question has to do that. So you're responsible for doing that. But if you guess anything wrong, we move on to the next contestant. If you get a question right, you get to guess a letter for the puzzle. Like I just said, you'll get $500 for each consonant you get right, and vowels will cost $100. If it's your turn, just let me know if you want to buy a vowel that costs $100 each. If it's your turn and you think you can solve the puzzle, either one of you guys on the team, go ahead and guess at any time. And if you get 3 in a row correct, you will get to bank that money. You'll put it in your bank. That's a benefit. And then we'll move on to the next person if you can't solve the puzzle. Whoever collects the most money will be our fantasy fortune champions today. Let's go, boy. Let's get in there.
Let's go.
That's what we're talking.
Ready.
The energy.
I'm still waiting for someone to take me up on this offer, Scott. I know you've won before, but you haven't gave me your fax number. Give me your fax number. I'll fax you some Bitcoin.
I think
all right?
Kevin. I think Kevron sent it to you.
Oh, I faxed it to him. I
did?
faxed him his Bitcoin. Yeah, he has it.
So James, if you win, you get fax Bitcoin. You can pay to repaint that room.
Yes.
It's a lot of green boxes, man.
That's a lot of green boxes.
Well, yeah. So look. Here's the beautiful thing. There's not going to be as many green boxes once I hit enter. Okay, there's an NFL player on the screen now. There we go.
All right.
Getting right into it.
So we're getting right into it. Like I said, we're going to start with Maria and JL. This is a NFL player. So this is the first and last name of an NFL player. It's going to be fantasy football related, like we said. So this is a person that plays quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end. Okay. I know
Friendly
there's IDD
reminder,
people.
contestants out of the main chat, because our chat is very smart. They usually get it before us. So head to that private chat. It's on the right side of the browser.
Absolutely.
During
So without further ado, we ready to get in here? I got
do
some
it.
good puzzles for you
I'm
guys
ready.
today. I'm excited to get in there. All right. So I'm going to start with Maria. You're going to be asked the first question, actually.
All right.
All right. And if you get it correct, JL will get to guess the letter for the puzzle, and then we'll alternate that in that way.
Yeah.
You ready, Maria?
I'm ready.
Maria, in a PPR league, all my questions that are fantasy related will be PPR as well. In a PPR league, over the course of the season, who has more fantasy points? Is it Austin Eckler or Cordero Patterson?
Eckler.
Eckler is the correct answer. Let's go, Maria. Yeah,
Go,
you got
Maria.
got it right. JL, we're coming to you. What letter would you like to go with?
Let's go with an S.
You're gonna go with an S. There's one S.
Okay.
There's one S.
All right.
So, guys, this is your opportunity. You can buy a vowel if you would like.
Let's not
$500.
let's not give him a vow.
No.
Okay, gotcha.
You don't have to,
You
I
move
know.
on to the next question.
You know what it is?
I know
yeah.
what it
Next
is.
next question.
What?
All right, next question. We're going to JL for this question. You ready, JL?
Yep.
In a PPR league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it Amon-Ra St. Brown or is it Brandon Cooks?
Amon-Ra St. Brown.
I am sorry, it's Brandon Cooks,
it was a
JL. Brandon Cooks is the 16th highest scoring fantasy PPR wide receiver, while Amon-Ra St. Brown really turned it on at the end of the year. He did not quite break into the top 20s, 24th overall. So we're moving on to James and Scott here. We're moving on to James and Scott here.
Scott
So
says he knows it.
I know it.
Scott says he.
I feel like I know it.
If you want to go ahead and solve that, we'll give you $1,000 right into your bank right away. Is that something you guys want to do, or you want?
What do you think, James? You want
you're
to?
telling me that you can solve it now with one S? I think we all want to see that happen.
I think we want to see that happen.
My
Scott.
question is, did you use his nickname for the first name or his real name? Because I believe it's Devin Singletary, but his nickname's Motor. So
It's Devin Singletary, Scott. Let's go! Wow, that's super impressive
All
right
right,
there,
well
Scott.
done.
Super
That's my
impressive.
guy. That's my partner.
Can we switch
That's
teams?
my teammate. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey.
Just kidding. Just kidding.
Rude.
We're gonna take him down, Maria. We got this.
my first thought was Bridgewater, and then there wasn't enough letters. But
Now
And it also Bridgewater doesn't start with
Albert
S.
in the chat.
oh no, I was trying to guess before the letters came up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to make Ernest Givens fit, and I couldn't get there.
Ernest Given. Love it.
You know how much help I'm going to be.
I thought
Ernest
initially I
Givens is
thought
not
you were gonna go with
good
James O'Shaughnessy, and I was really struggling how I was gonna spell O'Shaughnessy.
Wow.
That is a category we've done in the past, though. Player nicknames, and I really like that. Great job there, Scott. I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Well
He
done.
should have gone Motor just to screw me up.
No one would have gotten that. Except for
Hey,
you,
Scott,
baby.
can I ask you something real fast?
Yes.
Devin Singletary, you think he's the lead back, no questions asked next year going into fantasy?
Not no questions asked.
Or the Buffalo Bills, obviously.
I think he's earned it for now, but I mean, I don't know how much I can trust them with how hard they tried over the course of the last 2 years to try to figure out that running back situation, bringing in player after player. But he's really done well at the end of this year, and I think he's probably going to start the year as the option. But I wouldn't rule out free agent pickups or draft picks or anything. But he'll probably start the year as the lead.
about you, James? Do you have Devin Singletary on any fantasy teams this year?
I avoided the Buffalo backfield.
Smart.
Like a smart person would do.
Yeah. No idea what's happening there. I mean, I don't know. I feel like anytime you're in the red zone, you've got one of the better running quarterbacks in the league. It's never going to be fun to be drafted by that squad as long as Josh is the quarterback.
Yeah.
I think that's a great point because he's not just a running quarterback. He is a goal line running back, essentially, right? He's such a big bodied guy. He's not like as fast as Lamar Jackson, but he can run people over. So the upside is always going to be limited with Devin Singletary because of Josh Allen, right?
Yeah, smart. Shane saying, yeah, he got it right. He said Cooks. Well, it would have been nice if you had texted me that, Shane. Would have loved that information before I answered.
We don't cheat. We don't cheat.
We don't cheat. We are all above board here. All above board.
I mean, with the amount us as front yard fantasy people lose our games, like you better hope we're not cheating. Like
props to Brandon Cooks, though. I think he put together like a 1,000-yard season with Tyrod Taylor and Davis Mills throwing.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Impressive. The team, the quarterback, I think his seventh time doing that? Something like that.
Brandon Cooks is a great wide receiver, James. I'm glad you brought up his name. You're right. Over 1,000 yards, 1,011 yards, 6 touchdowns, 87 receptions. Brandon Cooks is just a great receiver, but it doesn't seem like NFL teams believe it.
Yep.
We'll take him.
Yeah.
All right. You want to get
that Julio investment not paying off?
No, it is not.
Unfortunately not.
All right, let's get into the next puzzle, guys.
Get out of the
like
chat.
I said, we got some really good ones for you today, and let's get into this. Let's get into this one here. So this is 3 last names. 3 last names of fantasy football related players. So they're either going to play quarterback, running back, wide receiver, or tight end. They all have the same first letter of their last name, and they all play the same position. Okay? So the first letter of their last name's all the same.
I know.
And they all play the same position.
I don't have paper.
Yeah, I need paper for this. All right.
So we are coming to JL Maria and Scott and James. Great job on that last one, Scott.
Ooh.
We're coming to JL Maria first. JL got asked the last question, so we're gonna come to Maria with the question. Maria, you ready for this?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Maria, who has more receiving yards so far this season? Who has more receiving yards over the course of the season? Is it Jaylen Waddle or Deontay Johnson?
Waddle.
I am sorry, Maria. Deontay Johnson is number 8 in terms of receiving yards.
Tricky question.
I don't think
Jaylen Waddle's
even
in there 19. Yeah. Jaylen Waddle's at 988. 988.
Wow.
988.
That's surprising.
He did miss a game himself. Deontay Johnson missed a game as well. So they both played 15 games. So we're moving on to Scott and James, and we are coming to James with the first one. Unless you can solve against Scott. I mean, you were pretty impressive last time. I don't know.
It's pretty empty board there.
All right, James, are you ready for your first question?
Middling ready.
Okay. I know you're still trying to solve this. I feel like you're pretty close there, So, James, who in a PPR league, who had more fantasy points over the course of the season? In a PPR league, who had more fantasy points over the course of the fantasy season? Was it Joe Mixon or was it Josh Jacobs?
Well, Jacobs came on strong late, but he missed some time. I feel like, Mixon's going to the Pro Bowl. I'm going to go with Joe Mixon.
You're going to go with Joe Mixon. That is the correct answer, James. Let's go. He's the number 4 highest scoring running back on the season. Scott, what letter would you like to go with here?
Since it was so lucky last time, I think I'll try the S again.
You're going to try the S again? And there's no S, Scott. I am sorry. There's no S. So we're going to Maria and JL here.
John, you want to switch teams now?
No, I'm sorry. No, I don't.
So, JL, we are asking you the question now. Are you ready for your question?
Yeah.
JL, in a 4-point per passing touchdown league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it Derek Carr or is it Joe Burrow?
Derek Carr.
I am sorry, it's Joe Burrow. Get out of here. Joe Burrow. While he's been disappointing over the course of the season, for the most part, I would say, the last 2 weeks have really set him apart. He is the number 6 highest scoring quarterback right now.
All right.
These last 2 weeks for Joe Burrow, he has been killing it. So we are going back to James and Scott. And Scott, we are coming to you with the question. You ready?
Yes.
All right. Scott, who has more rushing yards so far this season? Who has more rushing yards so far this season? Is it David Montgomery or is it Damian Harris?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't make it easy on you, did I?
Yeah, Montgomery missed so much time. Harris only missed, 3 games? I'm going with Harris just because I think Montgomery missed more time.
You went with Harris, and that is absolutely the correct answer. Damian Harris has about 120 more rushing yards over the course of the season than David Montgomery. Great job, Scott. James, what letter would you like to go with here?
Let's try an R.
You're going to try an R, and there are 2 R's. That's going to give you $1,000 into your bank.
Oh.
Hey, Team James and Scott, would you like to buy a voucher? James, we're going to put, so whoever gets the letter will kind of, but you guys can work together here a little bit.
I'm pretty indifferent here. I feel like the last letter of that second word is probably an E, though. So we could, maybe that'll help. Your call, James. I'll let you.
James, you pick the letter.
I think that's code for we'll buy an E.
Yeah.
You're gonna buy an E. There are 2 E's, and look at that. He was absolutely correct with that.
All
E
right, the
being
one
the
name
last
I
letter
thought
of
I
the
had
last
is
name.
wrong.
So you guys still have $800. You can buy another vowel, James, or we can move on to the next question.
Let's take a question.
Okay. All right, James. So who has more receptions over the course of the season? Who has caught more passes over the course of the season? Is it Michael Pittman Jr. or is it Jaylen Waddle?
I feel like there's too many games where Pittman just disappeared and Waddle's been a target monster. So I'm going to go with Waddle.
You're going to go with Waddle, and that's the correct answer. He's one catch shy of 100 catches on the season. Great job, James. What letter would you like, Scott?
I think I want an
sigh.
I think I want an M.
An M as a mother?
Yes.
He's going to take an M, and that is the first letter.
I have the last
everyone's
2.
name.
Can't figure out the first name. Do you
Do
have an idea on the first name, James? Because I got the last 2.
You can buy a vowel.
Oh, I got it. Should we solve?
Go for it, Scott. If
Metcalf,
you got it.
Moore, and McLaurin. Metcalf, Moore, and McLaurin.
And McLaurin is absolutely the correct answer. Team Scott and Team James are dominating right now. 3,300 in the bank. You guys are doing
all right, come on, John-Luke.
I know.
The partnership by Scott and James is just, the chemistry is off the charts right now.
Well, he's a savant. This isn't fair to any of us.
Yeah, where was this Scott when we played Pole Perception for Team Pickle, Scott?
I don't know that. I can't explain what happened that show. that was my worst. I think I'm like 2 and 3 on this show though. Like I'm not. This is a good day.
JL, if you, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I was going to ask you, if you had to choose one of these 3 wide receivers for next season, who would it be?
For next season,
which is it, Elijah? Or which more is it?
It would be DJ Moore. DJ Moore.
Okay, I thought it was Elijah Moore.
And whatever, yeah.
So yeah, all 3 of these guys have QB uncertainty, right? Russ might not be there in Seattle next year. I don't know what the hell the Panthers are doing next year,
or the Washington football team, right?
Or Washington football team. Yeah, if they're gonna stick with Heineke or Fitzpatrick, I expect them to bring someone in. Yeah, I would probably say DJ Moore. His target share has been extremely high this season. It hasn't really necessarily turned into fantasy production, but these guys are very close. These guys are in that QB. Once that QB situation gets resolved, I feel like it's going to be way more clear.
Yeah, I personally would go with Metcalf, but James, I wanted to see what you think here. Who would you choose if you had to choose right now for next season out of these 3 wide receivers?
Yeah, I think I'm with you, man. I think Metcalf is such a beast that if they just come in and design an offense around what he can do, I mean, he's like AJ Brown 2.0. So
they both went to the same college too.
They
it's
did.
Just like a taller, like stronger version of AJ Brown.
That would be a nightmare. A nightmare.
Yeah, I would probably take Metcalf.
Yeah. Scott?
I would lean Metcalf too. A lot been said. I feel like there's a lot of situations that could change for all of them, especially at the quarterback position. It's really tough, but I'm going to trust the guy that I think has the highest ceiling if everything goes right.
How about you, Maria? Wrap it up.
I'm going to go McLaurin. Nobody picked him.
Okay. Yeah, I like it.
I'm fine with it.
Nod to
Upside.
McLaurin. I like that a lot. Shane saying shots fired by Maria. JL's definitely on the couch tonight. Yeah, that's true. It's
By the way,
comfortable.
has the chat beaten us on either of these two?
Yes.
Normally
the
they
first
beat us.
one, Albert got it. You
Yeah.
guys, I think you got this before everyone else, Scott.
I don't see
you
anyone
got
else in the chat who
puzzle
got this.
before
You beat
everyone
the
else.
chat, which is
The
it's
fish
impressive.
is on
That's
fire.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I read this in Alicia Keys' voice.
Yeah.
This fish is on fire. It's got to be, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Simon's in
absolutely.
the Alicia Keys Scott Fishbowl division, but he lost
If only he was
tragically.
here.
If only
Tragically.
only he was here tragically.
Way to bring that up.
I had to. He
But
beat me in
he
the
lost.
championship this past week and brought it up like 6 times in the show, so I had to get back to him.
That's kind of true. That's kind of true.
And Craig being very kind, saying I can stay with him if I need to. Thank you, Craig. I'll probably take you up on that.
Yeah, he lives really close to Baltimore, Maryland, so
Yeah,
I'm sure that will work
probably.
out.
I have no idea where Craig lives.
And then Scott
All right.
coming in with his exact order of what he would go with. He says Metcalf more McLaurin. I think I'm Metcalf McLaurin more myself, actually.
Hmm.
Yeah, but they're
Wait,
all
don't you
like
start.
close enough where you can.
Yeah.
Go
And he's saying, "Let's go, Maria. Make the kinders proud." That's true.
Yeah, because they're definitely watching.
Yeah, all your
Definitely.
kindergarten students. Are
I
definitely
sent the
watching.
link
They
out to
should
all the
be.
families.
I said, by the way, I'm going to be on a fantasy football game show today, playing
Do you
fantasy
teach
sports.
kindergarten?
I do.
Aw.
Yeah, she's taking time away from the students to be on the show. So
Yeah,
No,
this comes
sacrifice.
first. This comes
That's it.
first.
You're suffering.
Priorities.
You're
Priorities.
suffering for your trade. All right.
yeah.
Multi-talented.
So,
All right.
guys, I have a crossword puzzle for you, and these
Ooh.
are 3 fantasy football terms. So there's one here, and one here, right? They're
This is
terms
our
if you
puzzle,
play in a
Maria.
fantasy football league,
Yeah,
if you listen to anything
I like
fantasy
this
football
one.
related, you will probably hear these words at some point or another, right? Since James and Scott got the last one correct, we are going to go to Maria and JL for the first question. And guys, I can't remember who answered the last question. I think it was Maria. Am I
think
wrong?
It was me. I think
It
I
was
got
you?
it wrong. Yeah.
Okay. We are going to go to Maria. Maria,
Okay.
are you ready for your first question?
Yeah. Did you put juke in the middle again, though?
It's not fantasy football term. That's just football.
Maybe not.
That's just
maybe,
football.
Maybe not. I don't know.
That's just football. This is fantasy football, I think.
Oh, okay.
I was immediately
I don't want to
thinking
give anything
like
away.
punt as well.
Like, that would be actually pretty clever because I wouldn't think of what you used last time. You know
Except
what I mean?
you just brought it up.
So
I
you
don't
just
know. Maybe
ruined
you
our.
would've-
So you clearly did
Maybe
think
you
of it.
would have.
Okay, never mind.
All right.
All right.
All right, I'm ready.
Maria,
I'm ready.
who had more receptions this season? Who caught more passes this season? Was it Zach Ertz or Pat Fryermuth?
Ertz.
Ertz is the correct
Yeah.
answer. Great job, Maria.
Good
JL,
job.
what letter?
All right, let's fantasy football. Let's go with the T.
You're gonna go with the T, and there's one T.
One
There's
T.
one
Okay.
T.
Weird
One
place
T.
for a T.
That
That
is a
is-
weird place for
whoa.
a T. You might think.
Hmm.
You might think
All
it's a
right.
weird place for a T, but there's some words that could make sense here still.
Good.
JL, well, since you guessed the letter there, you can also buy a vowel if you would like, or we can move on to another question.
Should we buy a Valerie?
I say we wait.
All right. I'll take a question. Don't mess us up.
They
JL.
are going to take a question. JL, we are coming to you with your next question. True or false? True or false? Your question is true or false.
Is it true or false?
We are going to go with a true or false question
Okay.
here. All right. Najee Harris has exactly 1,220 rushing yards.
False.
That is false. Absolutely false. Let's go.
Nice.
Yes. That's what it's like. Yes.
That's a 50-50 guess play.
Yeah, I had no
I
idea.
would have had no idea.
I had no idea.
JL.
All right.
All right. So Maria, what letter would you like?
Let's do R.
You're going to go with an R. There's one R. All right.
Slowly,
All right.
slowly
So
but
this is
surely.
going to be your last chance
No
to buy
idea.
vowels, Maria. So if you want to buy a
Okay.
vowel, you're going to have to do it now because you're going to have to guess for the puzzle. But you will get, if you get the next question correct, you get to bank that money into your bank, which is a positive. But
We
you
need
have to guess for the
money.
puzzle. No
We
chance to buy vowels.
desperately need money.
Do you want to go for a vowel, John Luke?
Yeah, let's go for a vowel.
Okay.
Um,
I'm feeling A.
let's go A.
Okay.
They're going to buy an A. Oh.
I'm not feeling it.
There's
Wow.
no way. There's no
Wow.
way, guys.
I'm
There
sorry.
is
That's
no
all right.
A.
It's
We
a
were
risk we
moving
had to
on to
take.
James and Scott, and I think I asked James the last question, if I remember correctly. Is that
Yeah, that
you,
sounds
you
right.
guys in line with that? Sounds about
I
right.
think
Wait, if
so.
you buy a vowel, you don't even get your next question?
Not if you get it
No,
wrong.
Not if you get it wrong. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
So it's a
okay.
risk. Buying a vowel is a
Oh,
risk.
boy.
I did not
because it-
realize.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is what they do in the normal fantasy, or not fantasy, Wheel of Fortune show. So Scott, we're coming to you with your question.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Travis Kelce. He has
Yes.
over or under 100 receptions this season.
I don't think any tight ends have 100, so I'm going under.
You were absolutely correct. Mark Andrews has 99.
Hmm.
Travis Kelce has 88.
I didn't realize that either.
Yeah. So you get to guess a letter. James, what letter would you like to go with?
How about an S?
That's a good
S.
one. That's a
Oh,
good
there
one.
are two
Yeah.
S's.
Hmm.
There are two S's.
I know
Are you
some
guys
of
gonna
it.
have
Ooh.
Falcon
I
Honors
know
in your
some
bank
of
for
it.
this round?
Ooh, I think I got the first one.
Oh.
No, boo.
You can buy a vowel here. And
You
it's
wanna
going to
buy
be
a vowel,
more on
James?
Scott to buy a vowel.
I mean,
If-
do you have a vowel in mind?
I mean, it's on James.
I have
to
a
buy
vowel in
I'm
mind.
sorry, it's more on James.
If the first word is what I think it has a couple E's in it.
All right, we're gonna buy an E.
That's what I would have
Or
gone with.
3.
James is
even.
great at deciphering Scott's
Yeah.
what he wants to do here.
Translator.
Okay.
There are
okay.
a few E's in the first word there. Like Scott said, you can buy another
I have
vowel.
no idea what
Another
that second
question.
one is, though. That down, I have no idea.
Well, let's
Or-
answer another question, and we know some consonants. We can
Yes. Yeah, let's do that.
All right, James. In a PPR league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? In a PPR league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it Tyler Conklin or Mike Gesicki?
Oh, that sucks because Conklin started off hot and Gesicki's hot now.
So hot right now.
But Conklin also got hurt.
Am I allowed to nod and shake it and stuff he says just in case it falls?
I'll allow it, but you know,
Oh, man.
don't
above
get
board.
too crazy down there, Scott.
Yeah,
All right?
no, we want integrity in the game. I get it.
I feel like that time that Conklin missed really cost him. I'm going to go with Gesicki.
You're gonna go with Gesicki, and that's
That's
the
what I would've
correct
said.
answer. Let's go, James. What letter would you like, Scott?
I think that there's a higher chance of there being more L's, so I'll try that.
There are
Oh!
more L's.
Okay,
There are
okay.
more L's. There are L's here.
Oh,
All right.
I got that
Remind
word.
you guys, this is the last chance you have to buy vowels.
So you just need the one going down, right, Scott?
Yeah, the two other ones I got.
Oh, I got
I
it.
think.
I got it.
We're gonna have to move on to another question if you don't want to buy vowel.
We gotta move on to another
All
question.
right, we got to
Hey,
move
hey,
on to
Do
another
me a favor
question.
and get this one wrong, guys.
Scott, we are
Yes.
coming to you.
Yes.
All right. Who has more passing yards?
Ha!
He figured it out, but he's got to get this question right.
I think
first.
I got it.
No pressure.
Scott, who has more passing yards so far this
Mm.
season? Who has more passing yards
Okay.
so far this season? All right. Is it Jalen Hurts or is it Jimmy Garoppolo?
Oh my gosh.
That sucks. That one sucks.
Oh my gosh. I have no idea.
Passing yards this season, Jimmy Garoppolo or Jalen Hurts?
Hurts had so many low yardage games with rushing touchdowns that saved him that I'm gonna go with Garoppolo.
You're going to go with Garoppolo, and that's the correct answer.
How,
Nice.
how close were they? Like 30 apart?
3,494 for Jimmy Garoppolo, 3,144. So
300.
about 300 apart, 350 apart passing
Jeez.
yards wise.
I would have had
Um,
wow.
And Jimmy Garoppolo
was-
actually played in one less game than Jalen Hurts.
really?
Great job, though. Yeah, great job, though. James,
Yes.
coming to you for a letter.
I think Scott has it figured out, so I'm going to play it safe and just go with the P.
He's going to go with the P. It's up there. Can you figure this out, though? Because
I
you
think
have to
so.
right now.
I think so. Can I confirm with my partner?
I will allow it.
On the
I'm not
guess?
listening right now. Yeah, go ahead.
Because
Yeah,
I
go
think
ahead.
it's sleeper and I think it's collusion, and the only word I can think of that's STU would be stud.
I was going to say stud, so I'm with you, man.
Okay.
I didn't have collusion, but I felt good about stud.
I'm a commissioner of 1,500 leagues, so that one comes fresh to mind.
Yeah, I think we hear stud enough, especially during the preseason. Yeah, that makes sense.
All right, sleeper stud
you go with-
collusion. Final answer.
Sleeper stud collusion is absolutely the correct
Damn.
answer. You guys, I think, kind of like the Church of Rose. This was the last comment in there. They just got it. So as you guys were talking about it, it's a great job. That's all I got to say. That's all I
Well
got to
That's
say. It
pretty
looks like a
good.
lot
That's
of
pretty
people
good.
in the chat had
Jeez.
sleeper and stud, but couldn't figure out the last
They had
one.
stud that quick?
Wow.
Yes,
They had
so
stud
like a
early
lot of
on.
people had sleeper and
I didn't get
stud,
stud.
but not collusion.
Wow.
It seems like Scott, you got collusion pretty quick, but not the other ones.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe mollusks, but there weren't
Mollusk.
any.
Mollusk.
Would have been mollusk.
Oh, the mollusks.
That got me. That got me.
The very
I see
common
that
fans
all
of
the
world.
time.
You don't
when I
want to
play
get
fantasy.
mollusked in a draft. You
No,
don't want that
never,
happening.
never. That's tragic. Yeah.
That is tragic. That is tragic.
John,
Well,
did you have them
at-
all?
I had them all. I had it solved. Yeah. Yeah. That's
Man,
that's painful.
You had them all.
Yeah.
it's just a mixture of James and Scott's chemistry. It's unbeaten at the moment. You just
Yeah.
can't handle
It
this,
is
you know?
unbeaten. We'll come back.
The magma-like glow. That's
Oh,
what you-
Annie, so not true.
I'm so intimidated by the red hue from James's camera. I can't
John, how
focus.
come we don't have chemistry?
I don't know. I think
You
it's-
do. It's just
you,
like
not
right
me.
now, like the vibes are just like bouncing. I could feel them from here.
I don't
you
think
know?
it's our chemistry. It's their chemistry is just so good that it's hard to beat.
It's
Yeah.
it's blind. It's like the sun. You know, you can't look right at it. You know.
You
Yeah.
can't look right at it.
And yet you're trying and you're failing.
And we're-
You know, you can stare at the sun if you really need to. It's not good for your eyes, but.
No,
Probably not.
All right, you guys ready to get in the next question? The next
I
puzzle here.
am ready.
Yeah.
All right, let's get in there.
We need this one, John Luke. We can do it.
We do.
This is
We
a
do.
season highlight.
Holy
It's a season
cow.
highlight.
The novel.
So in the
It's all
past,
you, James. I'm terrible at these.
For season highlights in the past, I've used stuff like Taylor is the highest scoring running back, or the Cardinals had the best record in the NFL, or Tom Brady is playing like the GOAT. So those are some examples I've used in the past for season highlights. So just keep that in mind when answering this. We're coming to Maria and JL first here. And again, I can't remember that Scott and James, they were in such a role there. I can't remember who answered the last question.
Scott answered it.
Scott.
And then
for us, I think it was me. Right?
Maria, you ready?
Maria's up. Maria's up.
I don't
Yeah.
know.
You don't know?
I don't
You sure? All right. Maria, I'm asking you a question, even if you don't know. I don't care. Who has more receiving touchdowns over the course of the season? Who has caught more touchdowns over the course of the season? Is it Deontay Johnson or is it Tyler Lockett?
Again, I don't know.
No, you got it.
Deontay Johnson?
Yes, it is the correct answer. Deontay Johnson has more touchdowns than Tyler
Trickery.
Lockett.
Trickery.
Very impressed right there.
I
I think I would have
yeah.
gotten that one wrong.
I think I would have
What
too.
letter would you like, JL?
Oh, it's me. Let's go with an S.
He's gonna go with an S. He's gonna go with an S. There's two S's, JL.
Two S's.
Two S's.
That's
Okay.
okay.
Would you like to buy a vowel, JL?
I don't think so. No.
You just want to move on to the next
We'll
question?
Take another question. Yeah.
JL, who has more fantasy points in a PPR league over the course of the season? Who has more fantasy points in a PPR league over the course of the season? Is it Terry McLaurin or is it Marquise Brown?
Oh God, that sucks. It sucks, Josh. Why would you give me that
I
question?
know. I had to do it to you.
I'll go with Marquise Brown.
You're going to go with Marquise Brown. And that's correct. Let's go,
Jeez.
JL.
I knew it all along.
Let's
Never
go.
doubted.
That's what I'm talking about.
All
Maria,
right, Maria.
what letter would you
Oh,
like?
Let's do N like Nancy.
God.
N is in Nancy. There's two N's. There's two N's. Good start. Guys, this is your last chance to buy a vowel right now because if you get the next question correct, you have to guess the puzzle. If you can't figure it out, we move on to James and Scott. But you get to bank that money, like I said.
Do we take the risk?
Oh,
I made the wrong call last time, so you make it this time.
All right, we'll buy a vowel. We'll buy an I.
You're going to buy an I. There's one I. Would you like to buy another vowel?
Can we buy an A?
You can buy an A. There are 4
Right.
A's. There are 4
Dang
A's.
it. Oh, that's wrong then.
Any more vowels?
Bree, do you want to take that risk or no?
Oh, man.
Nah, I'm too chicken.
All right, we'll just take.
All right, Maria. We're coming to the third question here. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Maria, in a 4-point per passing touchdown league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? In a 4-point per passing touchdown league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it Russell Wilson or is it Tua Tagovailoa?
Oh,
I don't know. I'm
There's working frantically.
Tua?
You're going to go with Tua? I'm sorry, Maria. Russell
I
Wilson
thought that was
is the correct
risky to go with
answer.
Tua.
So they both missed a decent chunk of the season, if you remember correctly. Russell missed more recent games, Tua more at the beginning of the season, but they actually have both played. Actually, Tua played one less game than Russ. So we're moving on to James
good try,
and
Bree.
Scott. You guys, Maria and JL, you developed the puzzle pretty good, and you've done that a
James.
couple times. You just can't bank that money.
We know.
Scott, I think I know it.
Think we should
think
play it
you
out
know
or
it?
no?
You know it?
I think I do.
You,
You guys-
Well, what do
James?
you guys think it is?
You have it?
I think I do have it.
I mean, you
Oh.
guys
You're
can
so
discuss a
surprised,
little bit. I'm
Scott.
not listening. I'm not going to give anything
put up
away.
what I had. Jalen Hurts. Is that what you got?
Ooh, that- I can't read your writing.
I originally had Aaron Jones as a top 10.
Oh.
There it is.
There you go. Yeah, that's what I got.
Yeah.
You guys are on the same page. You get $1,000 if you solve right now. Would you like to go ahead and
James,
solve?
it's all you.
Yeah, we're in agreement, so I think we'll go for it.
I need someone
Jalen
to say.
Hurts is a top 10 quarterback.
Oh my God! Let's go! Yes!
Wow.
Super
Well
impressive,
done.
guys. So, and I gotta say,
James
got
with
this
the
in the chat like 4
No
minutes
letters?
ago.
Jesus.
Jalen Hurts is a top 10 quarterback. I think the S's were up there, if I remember correctly, but he got it really early. And I know some other people, Patrick Lane included, were impressed.
There wasn't enough letters in the first word to be Darren. Otherwise, it was clearly Darren Fells.
Darren
Once
Fells.
I was able
He's a top
once
10
I was
quarterback.
able to rule
Oh, yeah.
out Darren Fells, I knew where we were headed.
Nice.
Very
James.
impressive.
Well
guys.
done. Well done, James and Scott.
You guys just will not allow Maria and Jay.
That one was
They're
James.
playing well. They're getting questions right. They're getting letters up there. They just can't bank any money. But you guys are killing it. Both James and Scott. Truly.
Well
Very impressive.
See, our plan is working. James and I talked, and we decided we wanted JL and Maria to get a bunch of letters for us, and then we would solve after they got letters.
That executed perfectly. I don't know how you got us to fall into that trap, but
Yeah.
you did.
Our little web.
Our little
Very
Scott
impressive.
Fish web.
Very impressive. Hey, Scott, is Jalen Hurts a top 10 quarterback next season in fantasy?
I don't know. Last time I was on this show, I said I'd still take Jalen Hurts in Dynasty over Trey Lance, and you all yelled at me. So
yelled. How have I yelled?
Made fun of you ruthlessly? Sure. Yelled.
yes, I do think he is. They have 3 first-round picks, man. I think that they've seen enough to at least give him another year, and they're going to build some stuff around him. I think he improves in with another year behind another year at starting at quarterback and more weapons. I like it.
I like
tend to
Chosen
agree.
Rose's guess here. Jalen Hurts is a low man, Tagovailoa.
It fit
And
great,
then
didn't
followed
it?
up immediately with, oh, wait, that makes sense.
James, Jalen Hurts, top 10 quarterback next season in fantasy?
Speaking of Garrett Lerner and JJ, they invited me into their startup dynasty league last year, and I
that's
finished
awesome.
dead last.
Rebuild. You get the
and
first
this-
overall pick.
And this year, I took home the title, and I did it with Jalen Hurts and Joe Burrow. So I'm not gonna dog on Jalen. I think if the Eagles choose to build around him, he'll be a top 10 guy.
Right.
Beautiful.
I couldn't agree more. It's all about the Eagles at this point. He's got the fantasy skill set, we'll say, to be a top 10 quarterback every year, as long as a team commits to him, I believe.
Yep.
You agree, Maria?
No, because we didn't get this puzzle right. So no.
Someone's salty.
Yeah, taking it out on Jalen.
All right, you ready for the next
puzzle? He has a very smooth stash. You got to give him that no matter what.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There's no doubt about it.
The smoothest stash. Scott saying, is Darren Fells a top 10 tight end next year? Naturally.
I am sorry, Scott. I am going to disagree. No, he is not.
They just did their tiers yesterday. Go watch it back.
Yeah, we definitely talked about Darren Fells. Most definitely.
Yeah, you might be disappointed when you don't find Darren Fells' name.
Yeah.
We got through a lot of names, though. I digress. Let's move on to the next puzzle. You guys ready?
Yes, please.
All right.
I still have a bunch of scratched out half puzzles on my notebook here.
Same.
Puzzles I haven't
I
solved.
like this one. This is 4 last names. One of them's a quarterback. The top one's a quarterback. I'm telling you, this one's a quarterback. This one's a running back. This one's a wide receiver, and this one's a tight end. Okay? It's just in the order it shows in the title here. It's last names, 4 last names. That's all there is to it. They don't begin with the same letter or anything. It's just 4 last names.
Okay.
They do not. They do not. So we are going to go to Maria and JL for the first question. If I remember correctly,
Maria
It's John Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's JL's up. JL, you ready?
I am ready.
Can I get one more clarifier? You might have just
Yeah.
said it as I was counting letters. Do they all start with the same letter or just
No.
Okay.
No.
No.
It's just a quarterback, running back, wide
Yeah.
receiver, and tight end. I'll give you a hint. There is something that connects all 4 of these players.
Okay.
Could be anything.
It could be anything. And I'll tell you after the puzzles.
Okay. All right.
Like they all have blonde hair.
Maybe
Could be
that could be it. That absolutely could be it. There's something that connects all 4 of these. You ready, JL?
I'm ready.
All right, JL. Over the course of the season, who has more PPR fantasy points? Over the course of the season, who has more PPR fantasy points? Is it Keenan Allen or Jamar Chase?
Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase is the correct answer. Let's go. What letter would you like? Maria.
Let's go.
I'm gonna go with M,
M is a
Solid
mother.
choice. Solid choice.
as in Maria.
Bonk.
I'm sorry. That is a bonk. That is a big old bonk. We're moving on to Scott and James. Yes.
Let me guess. You guys can solve.
No. I thought the first one might be Kyler Murray. Might be Murray. But that got ruined right there. So.
No, I got the quarterback, but that's all.
All right.
Oh.
All right. There you go. There you go. So I think James is the first question.
Sure,
Right?
bring it.
Yeah.
Yes, James.
You ready?
I'm keeping track now.
All right. Thank you. You're a straight up saint, JL. You know
Yeah,
that?
I've been told that before.
Have you?
Yeah, all the time.
Actually, okay, whatever. James, who has more PPR fantasy points over the course of the season so far? Is it Leonard Fournette or is it Antonio Gibson?
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I thought so. Leonard Fournette or Antonio Gibson?
Gibson was sneaky down the stretch. I think we all just sort of assumed that he was kind of a bust this season, but at the end of the day, his stats are actually going to look acceptable. Fournette has missed the last, 2 games? Game and a half?
Mm-hmm.
This one's
We're
tough.
Need to answer, James.
Do you know it, Scott? You do, don't you?
No, I don't. But I would have a guess. But
all right. I'm going to say PPR. I'm going to say Fournette.
that would have been my guess.
You're going to go with Fournette. And you're correct, James.
Nice.
Let's go.
Sorry.
Great job. Great breakdown. I think that was
unnecessary
awesome
drama
analysis.
there. I'm
Hard
trying
to
to
beat
build,
those-
trying to
I
build
think
some
the breakdown was
intrigue
perfect.
into the show, you know?
Yeah, a little
No,
anticipation.
I don't think people realize quite how good. I didn't realize quite how good Antonio Gibson has been. I mean, he's just been consistent. He's played every game. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
He's had the injury concern there. So,
Those
but Leonard
Fournette,
Fournette,
69 receptions. That helps.
he has exactly 69 receptions. Great knowledge right there, Scott. And you get to
I
pick
have
the
a
letter.
friend that, yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I have to pick the letter?
Yeah.
Oh,
Scott,
boy.
what letter would you like to go with?
I'm gonna go. Let's go with an R.
He's gonna go with an R. There's 2 R's. There's
Okay,
2
I know that.
R's.
Know that
Okay.
one.
All right, you can buy a
It's-
ballot here.
JL, it's Murray.
It's
Trust
Murray.
me.
Okay.
Yes,
Murray.
It's Murray.
Murray. Okay, writing that down. Murray, I think I know the first one now. It's Murray.
What do you want to buy a Val, Scott? Or do you want to go into a question?
What do you think, James? There's 2 that seem to pop out there.
Yeah, I could go with either one. Maybe the second one, since there might be more of those.
Okay. Oh, we'll go for an O.
They're gonna take a no. There's only one O. There's only one
Wow.
O. Did you want to buy another Val?
You smell
You know,
Murray
we
weird.
we can afford it, can't we? we got a good lead.
Yeah, you can definitely afford it.
Let's go for the U then.
There's one U. Any more vowels? That's not really gonna help you, I feel like, but I have a feeling you might.
I feel
know
like
who
we
the
just
first person
wasted
is.
money for no reason.
I have a weird feeling about it. I don't know.
Let's
It's
answer
still
another
Murray,
question.
jail. Yeah.
All right.
Another
Don't
question.
worry, okay.
We're
Murray.
going to go to the question. All right. Scott.
Yes.
In a 4-point per passing touchdown league,
Okay.
who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it Matthew Stafford or Justin Herbert?
Up until like 2 weeks ago, Justin Herbert was 1 or 2
Hubbard.
in the league. Did I say Hubbard?
You said Hubbard.
Just the Air Bear, Herbert, Justin Herbert. Do you guys remember Bobby Bear back in the day?
Oh heck yeah,
Maybe-
man!
Okay, good. I was about to feel. Yeah, exactly.
They actually had a French quarterback. That was fun.
Yes. Oh man, those Saints days. I think it's Herbert.
Stafford or Herbert?
I think it's Herbert because
Darling.
as of 2 weeks ago, he was like a top 2 fantasy quarterback. I'm going Herbert.
Herbert is the correct answer. Scott,
Man,
yes.
you guys are unstoppable.
James, what letter would you like?
Gotten half of them wrong.
Let's go with a B.
Yeah, you might
Not counting on a lot of
not
W's.
much
You guys are doing so good on this first name.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you,
You guys are working this first
We're
name.
really getting that first name.
every angle.
This is your last opportunity to buy vowels this round. If you would like
Well,
to buy
yes,
a vowel
of
right
course.
now.
Obviously, we're going to buy some vowels.
Yeah, go for it then. You know what? You don't have to tell me which one. That's the
What
only
do you
vowel.
think, Scott? A or E?
I'm thinking the A.
A it
Just-
is.
Just in
Thinking
case
the
there's a
There's two
Ooh.
A's. 2 A's.
All right, I got another one.
a wide receiver to
Last
pair
one.
with Burrow.
Again, last chance to buy your last vowels if you would like.
I think the E's fine. Let's
Do it.
let's open it up.
There are 2 E's and there are no more vowels, guys. There are no more vowels.
Okay.
So we are going to move on to the next question, and it's going to be James. You ready,
Got it.
James?
Ready.
All right. Who has more rushing yards over the course of the season so far? Who has rushed for more yards over the course of the season? Is it Galvin Cook or Javonte Williams?
Oh, that's interesting because Dalvin missed so much time. It's got to be Dalvin. There's no way Javonte has more. I'm going to go with Dalvin.
That'd be my guess too.
James, I love the way you break down things, but you're absolutely correct.
It's gotta be.
Come on.
He missed
Come
4
on.
games compared to Javonte Williams. Javonte Williams played 4 more games, but still has more rushing yards. Dalvin Cook's 5th in the NFL in terms of rushing yards. He has over 1,000, only playing in 12 games. Is 1,080. Scott, what letter would you like? And if you get this, you get to bank the money, but you have to guess at the puzzle. If you don't know, we move on to the next contestant.
So if I guess this letter, we get to bank the money and we can just go on.
Yes. And you get to guess it for the puzzle if you would like.
We have a good lead.
What letter would you like, Scott?
Let's go with, I guess. Should I just take the easy one, James, or should
go for the easy one?
All right, a W.
A W. That's all. I mean, again, you guys worked that quarterback. You guys definitely
I hadn't figured it out until the end. So
I have some guesses on some of the other names, but like they're just.
If
guesses.
you want to take a shot, you can. If
No.
not, we're moving on to Maria and JL. We're moving on. We are moving on.
I
Whose
have
question was
names
it
that
on your
fit.
guys' side?
I have
It's-
names that fit too.
It's Maria.
Do you have-
You guys can
I
discuss
should
if
have
you
just
would like.
guessed. What? Yeah, no.
Should we just go for it, Maria?
I don't
Try and
know. Do you?
If you
think
guys
you
want
got it?
to quickly like tell what you have so far, I'm not listening. You know, this is not going to.
I feel like we have to just. Get
I
some
only have
questions.
one. So
Should we do
Do
it?
it.
Should we give the answer?
Do
All right, we'll try and solve.
we really don't have anything to lose. So
Okay.
really have.
I
nothing
like
to
it.
lose.
No, I like it. I like it.
Burrow, Penny, Chase, Fant.
Ooh, man.
Bro,
I
you're
just-
right. You're right.
I had a different second one. So JL, my thought was Burrow, Henry, Chase fans.
Oh.
but
been
the R
good.
from Burrow.
The R wouldn't have.
Oh
been there.
yeah, that's right. It doesn't work. Yeah,
I didn't
Those-
check
I'm
any
glad I
of the
didn't guess.
letters that on my guesses. I really should have that they weren't used because that could have screwed me.
Does
Yeah.
anyone know how all four of these players are related?
They didn't all play at the same college.
No, right? Because Penny and Fant were LSU. I don't think
I can tell you. I'm going to tell
they
you.
weren't the same.
These
year.
guys were the top scorers at their position in week 17.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
Nice.
Yep.
I was thinking
So
something more
Burrow,
like
Penny,
historical
Chase, and
or
Fant.
biographical.
Nah. Yeah. I said they were related somehow, right?
Yeah, maybe they're all in the same family. I don't know.
The one that surprised me the most was Fan. I didn't realize he was the top scoring tight end this past week, but he was.
He had
a
that
good
big
game.
touchdown.
Yeah, I Drew Lock seems like Fan. I'll tell you guys that much, right?
But
than
also,
Teddy
they all
Bridgewater.
like to party.
Yeah.
So we would've
They
taken
also
that-
all like
we
to
would've
That's all
taken
that
that
matters.
into as well.
Yes, we didn't consider that.
Did the
All
chat
right, we
get
probably
it
have
an
time for
hour
one
ago?
more.
I'm sure that
I
felt like
actually
it
was
took a
not
long
paying
time.
attention.
Yeah.
The Chosen Rose got it here with Burrow, Penny, Chase, Fant. Patrick
Yeah.
got it with Burrow, Penny, Chase, Fant.
I didn't even have it.
Oh, look at this. The Chosen Rose said Burrow, Henry,
Henry.
Chase, Fant, just like you said there, Scott. And then
Dancing
Javen saying Burrow, Lenny,
Lenny,
Chase, Fant.
that would have been
But it's-
really tricky of you, Josh.
And then Chosen
would've
Rose
been
very
tricky.
early on said Burrow, Swift, Chase, Fant. That was
That's close. Yeah.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
So it
Wow.
seems like people got Burrow, Chase, and Fant pretty easily. It was Penny was a little bit more of the struggle.
And John guessing the link.
Let's
Between
go,
them.
John. Let's go to what I'm talking about.
That's
John.
impressive.
Yes.
Man, even though we got that puzzle, we solved that puzzle, Maria. They got more points than us on that puzzle because they banked like $1,400.
Yep.
He squeezed
my
as
God.
much juice out of the word burrow.
Yes, you did.
Yes, we did.
Absolutely dry.
Oh, that's funny.
All
right, Josh, we have
This
time
is
for
probably
one
going to
more?
be the last puzzle. Maria and JL got that last one, so we're going to start with James and Scott. And I cannot remember how to
It's
answer
Scott,
the
I
last
believe.
question, but yeah, I think we're on Scott right
Yeah.
now. Scott, you ready for your question?
Yes, I am.
So, real fast, explaining this puzzle. These are two NFL teammates, first and last name. So it's
Okay.
first name, last name, followed by the ampersand, first name, last name. They're on the same NFL team currently.
It's not
Guys
Stephon
ready?
Diggs.
It's always Stephon Diggs.
It's always Stephon Diggs.
Diggs.
Scott, in a
Okay.
PPR league, who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it Chase Claypool or is it Darnell Mooney?
Oh wow.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, I don't even have a guess. So yeah, let me see what I got here.
He's looking at his
Go.
stats real fast.
Nope, I'm gonna go heads for Mooney and tails for
Oh, okay.
and
Oh,
it is Darnell Mooney, says the coin.
Darnell Mooney says the coin, and Darnell Mooney is the correct answer. Great job.
Wow.
Great job, coin.
Yes. James, what letter would you like to go with here?
Let's try an R.
Yeah, try an R. There's one R.
Oh,
One R.
Did
I-
that coin flip
I think
get
I
on
know
camera?
it. I don't know. I didn't.
I
see it.
know.
bit,
I don't. I
little
didn't
bit.
really see it, to be honest.
a little bit.
I guess I wasn't paying attention enough, maybe. So you guys can buy a vowel here. I will ask James.
Sure, we'll buy a Val.
What do you want?
Let's try an A.
You want to try an A? There are 2 A's. That's beautiful.
I know it.
$300 is our minimum. $300 is our minimum for buying Valves. So we're actually going to move on to the next question here. So James, are you ready?
I'm so ready.
Yeah, I could tell. I can feel that readiness, Over the course of the season, James, who has more fantasy points? Who has more fantasy points over the course of the season? Is it DJ Moore or is it Amari Cooper?
I've relaxed into a certain confidence because my partner has wheel of fortune.
You have a dominating
it's
lead
the
right now.
next level
I think you
acumen.
can, yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know
Well
this
deserved.
puzzle. I
Well
don't.
deserved.
I don't know that answer. I'm going to be no help on either of these.
Let's see. It's Cooper or Moore.
Yes,
Cooper
DJ Moore or Amari Cooper. Fantasy
Cooper missed a
PPR
bunch
fantasy.
of time. And DJ Moore, I think, has remained the number one target regardless of who's playing quarterback for the Panthers. I'll go DJ Moore by default.
Great breakdown. Yeah, Amari Cooper missed 2 games. DJ Moore's absolutely
Have you
the correct
gotten one wrong
answer.
yet?
Let's go.
Yeah.
Oh no, I really don't know.
James is killing these these questions.
God.
He really is, truly.
I think
It's
beginner's
not just
luck
he's
is
getting
a
it right.
thing.
It is.
He's
for sure.
got a
I think it is.
reason why all of his answers are the answer, So,
All right.
Scott, what letter would you like to go with?
Let's go with
Z. Go with Z, Scott. I'm feeling good about Z.
Zay Jones.
Joners.
let's go with an N.
And N is in Nancy, or right? Yeah, yep. I'll just take that as a yes. There are 3 N's. There are 3 N's.
I know it.
Okay.
Oh, I know it. I know it.
This is your last chance to buy a
Probably not.
vowel, Scott. So if you would like to buy a vowel, I would do so now.
Well, it sounds like they know it, so we should probably get all the help we
probably-
can.
Yeah. You got a follow in
There's some
mind
game
there?
theory that we've never discussed before, James. That is a great point. We've had a lot of people say, I know it, but you probably should just
Oh,
buy
I
vowels.
think I have
Probably
one
should
name.
keep that to yourself. Yeah.
Yeah.
Should we
What do
take the E?
Yeah, let's take the E.
Take the E.
No, don't do
There are
it.
4 E's. There are
Whoa.
4 E's. That's really going to develop the puzzle here. Oh,
Has to
no,
be the
what
Rock.
is it? You can buy another vowel here, Scott. I'm going to limit your time a little bit.
Let's go with the O because I think that's Connor.
There are 2 O's. Again, I'm going to make you rush a little bit. There are no more vowels.
James,
If
you
can
got
solve it? Say it. If you can't, I'm going to ask another question.
I don't know the second person.
I got it.
All
Should we answer?
You gonna solve?
James Conner and Chase Edmonds.
Oh,
Gosh.
I had it.
Dude,
Let's
Go!
I forgot.
You
Chase
did
Edmonds
have
was
it.
a thing.
How-
I'm sorry.
how-
I did.
I-
My bad.
I feel like JL said he had it like with 1 letter on the board.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
I
And
got
believe
Chase.
he did have
Or I
it.
got James Conner, and then I was like, "Oh, that fits." And then as soon as you started developing the puzzle, I was like, "Oh, it could be Chase Edmonds," and it worked.
See, I'm a big tennis fan, and I went off on a weird tangent where I was like, "Oh, that first name should be Yannick Sinner." And then I
Yannick.
Isn't
And
it
then I
weird?
forgot.
Isn't it
I
weird that
forgot that
happened?
the Cardinals were a team. I forgot that Chase Edmonds was a player. I forgot
I
everything.
forgot where I
So
was.
Thank goodness I had
Scott
Scott.
got this really early, guys. Scott
It,
in the
when
chat.
Scott
you're on
Rainier.
the show and like that like you have that pressure, it's like your brain just focuses on one thing. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
if it's completely wrong.
Yep.
Well, this was a lot of fun. James and Scott,
Oh, my.
congratulations. You dominated today. Very impressive performance. Maybe
Close
one
game.
of our highest
It's close
scoring
We need to
games.
go back. I don't think James got a single question wrong
He
that
didn't.
entire show.
James
No, I
freaking
don't
killed
think
the
he did.
questions.
Jesus.
I did,
That's
I did the
insane.
trivia. Scott crushed the puzzles. That's how you win.
That is how you win the dream team.
You guys are the perfect fantasy fortune team. I'm
Thank
going to
you.
go ahead and say it. I'm going to throw it out there.
yeah, I don't
you
think we've had a
dominated.
better team.
I'm sorry, Maria and JL. You didn't
We'll
say
come
it.
It's
back.
okay.
For
We
being
will come
honest.
back. We're just happy.
You
To
guys
be here.
did good.
Yeah.
It just
You gotta know when you're
didn't-
beat.
he didn't have like the best game we've ever seen on Fantasy Fortune history, by these two. So,
it was like that Washington Dallas game the other day where they just kind of gave up in the third quarter, and it was just too much.
I wouldn't compare you guys to Washington though. Like I don't want to.
You're better than that. You are.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you. I needed to hear that.
Yes.
I really did.
You're more like Dallas falling to the Cardinals. You know what I mean? It's like
Yeah.
they came off a huge
It's
win.
like
they looked
the
up their
Rams
themselves.
beating up on the Ravens. Like
That's
you guys,
actually a way better analogy.
Yeah, like the Ravens are a good team. You guys, the Rams, just a little bit better in that
Right.
that day.
Well, that's going to do it for us today. James, thank you so much for joining us. This is a blast.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for having me. It was fun. Go Titans, tighten up. And as always, I think Scott deserves a shout out for putting together one of the coolest things we have in the fantasy community for such a great cause. Thanks for that, man.
Thanks.
Yeah,
thanks.
that's
And James does a charity league with the Miz too, right, James?
We did. We raised about 20 grand for Connor's Cure for
yes.
the NFFC primetime this year. So
I love that.
That's so awesome.
So good. And a lot of that was because of Mike Fabiano, who won his league for us. So props to Mike.
very
Thanks,
cool.
Fabs.
Very nice.
That's a lot of money. That's
It
really
is. We did good.
It's so cool.
Yeah, we got to get we'll have to get Fabs on here sometime. Maybe we'll get you to do a repeat sometime, James.
Oh yeah, anytime you guys need me, I'm here. Thank you.
James,
Make sure you're following.
Yeah,
Thank you. Make sure you're following James at James Roday. Spelled right there, spelled right underneath his beautiful face. Make sure you're following Scott Fish at ScottFish24. Scott Fish, were there the other 23 Scott Fishes taken?
Yeah, there were 20. Actually, I named it Scott Fish 24 because I was a big Ken Griffey Jr. fan growing up.
Okay.
And so the number 24, and I found out later that Ken Griffey Jr. actually took Scott Fish 1 through 23. So now I'm upset about it. Like he's the one that has them all booked. No, but go to James's profile. He's got 2 charities listed in his profile on Twitter. Go donate to those if you won some money in your leagues. Go donate to those worthy causes.
Yes, I love that. Yeah, Scott Fish always preaching that, like, you take some of your winnings and donate them to charity. It's a great, easy way to support a good cause out there, doing what we love. All right, that's going to do it for us today. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, hit subscribe, Front Yard Fantasy. We're here every single weekday, year round, 3 p.m. Eastern time. We will see you all tomorrow. Bye.
Great, makes fantasy fun. Love you guys.
There it is.
Ooh, I almost forgot.